Hello everybody, I'm Chef Jeff from Smith's. Okay, today's recipe is kind of inspired from some time that I spent back east, in Maryland to be specific. They really love their blue crab, they love their Old Bay seasoning. I don't know if you've seen this before, they love this stuff, they put it on everything. They're boiled blue crabs and they just love that sort of thing. But a lot of seafood inspired dishes. Today we're gonna be making a shrimp and crab bisque. Now that sounds fancy and maybe a little bit difficult, but nothing could be further from the truth. It's super easy. Basically a bisque, what makes it different from a soup is that it's got cream in it and it's really smooth and velvety, and we'll make that just that smooth and velvety soup here in just a minute. Let's get right into it. So in this pot right here, I've got my base going on, my onions and my celery and some butter going just till the celery becomes tender. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some sherry wine. That's an optional ingredient if you don't wanna do that, but sherry's kind of a sweet wine. If you wanted to either omit it altogether, maybe substitute chicken broth, you could do that as well. But I like the sweet flavor that it kind of imparts into there. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna add flour, and that's our roux. I know I've probably mentioned this before, you've heard that word before, but basically that's a flour mixing with oil to provide a thickening ingredient for our soup. So we're gonna stir that flour into it and just until it's incorporated. Then in goes our milk. So normally a bisque is made with broth that you like you take your shrimp shells and maybe your crab shells and you boil them with some carrots and celery and onion, and you take that water, which would just basically be a seafood broth. That's what you normally make a bisque out of, but we're not gonna go into that much detail, so I'm just gonna put milk in there. You could use seafood stock if you had it, would be a good substitute there. But we're gonna get that in there, and then it's gonna start to get in with that roux, and it's gonna start to thicken as it bubbles. And so that's what I have over here in this pot is my cream soup has now bubbled and it's thick, and now it's just waiting for the rest of my ingredients. And so that's what we're gonna go to now. So here's where our Old Bay goes into it. Old Bay's got a lot of things in, a lot of spices. It's got cumin in it, a lot of smoky things, super good spice. It's kind of an all-around spice. And then also is gonna go tomato paste, because I like the pink color that it gives it, also the rich tomato flavor. And then here comes the cream. This is what's gonna give it that velvety texture that you're used to with bisques. So that's gonna go in. Let me give that a stir. Okay, let's talk about the shrimp and the crab. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and make it easy on us, and I purchased shrimp that was frozen and already cooked. You can find it in the frozen section at your local Smith's. So it's already cooked and frozen, so I've got that right here. And then crab is the other thing. I don't use the fake crab, the K crab stuff. You can actually buy these you find these in the meat department, but this is lump crab meat that you can find, and it's kind of expensive, so this is a luxury dish maybe for some, but it's super good. So this is lump crab meat, you can find that in the meat section. So once we've mixed all of that in, our soups bubble for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, then you just maybe turn the heat off. These are already cooked, so we're not gonna cook them any further. So just turn the heat off, add these, give it a stir, and then basically your crab bisque is done, and that's what I've got in this pot right here. Let's see what it looks like when I put it in a bowl. It's got a nice color to it, looks good. Lots of chunks of seafood in there. You can see the little green from the green onion and the celery. It looks perfect. Perfect for a meal. Just get some crusty bread with this and you're all set. I'm gonna garnish it with some fresh parsley, and I think it's fun to take a little bit of that crab and just put it on top like that. You can find all these ingredients at your local Smith's. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for shopping, and we will see everybody next time. Bye-bye.